The conditions this year were really good going in. We had decent moisture to get all the milo planted, grain sorghum planted in a pretty timely manner. Some folks went in fairly early in mid-May, and there's also some folks that planted grain sorghum up until about July 4th as well. But overall, I think the crop went in very well this year. Stands were good. One pest that we battled here in central Kansas was definitely the chinch bug. Chinch bugs were very high populations this year and caused farmers a lot of problems early on with stand loss, and especially if you were adjacent to neighboring wheat stubble field at grain. Once the wheat was harvested, the chinch bugs migrated into the grain sorghum and wiped out tons of acres. So insecticide use was higher this year than most. At this point of the growing season, most of the crop is in that late vegetative growth stage up to heading. We do have some later planted sorghum that is just now kind of coming up in the tillering growth stage, still trying to achieve full canopy. There's not a whole lot a farmer can do right now at this growth stage other than provide the crop with adequate moisture. And obviously Mother Nature's our main source of moisture in most of the high plains here. And there is a couple other things farmers can do, in an irrigated milo situation, or if you have a good moisture profile right now, maybe look at maximizing your yield potential with a shot of foliar nitrogen via airplane or even a ground rig, along with, there's been a little bit of work done with some cheaper fungicides just to maintain your plant health into those key growth stages, which is going to be boot to heading. And we're entering peak water use right now, so the healthier the sorghum plant, the more you're going to maximize your yield. Right now is a good time to be a grain sorghum producer. There's For one, it's one of the most drought tolerant crops we can plant here in central Kansas. It seems to hang on through these dry periods much better than a few other companion crops, I guess you could say. And also, it's a good time to be in the sorghum industry right now, with several different programs offered through the government, such as CSP and EQIP, and NSP has really stepped forward with their new conservation grant. I urge producers to take a look at these programs and see if they can, increase their bottom line at the end of the day. But through sorghum, it gives you these opportunities to increase your profit on these acres. We all know that inputs are about the same or a little higher, and we all know where the markets are at right now. So I urge producers to step out of the box a little bit and maybe look into some of these other programs and see if they can maximize their bottom line on their farm.